like Masry and Chiefs, and only 2 tickets to the knockout stages. One of these massive clubs is going to go home in February. One of these giants is going to fail. Our entire mission, everything we are doing right now, is to ensure that the name on that exit ticket is not Kaizer Chiefs. Now, I need you to lean in. Turn up the volume, because this is the part where most football fans get it wrong. And this is the part that could kill us if we aren't smart. In the Premier Soccer League, we are conditioned to look at goal difference. We think if we finish on the same points, whoever scored more goals goes through. That is the standard logic. But this is not the PSL. This is Africa. This is the CAF. And the CAF rulebook is a different beast entirely. The Confederation of African Football uses head-to-head results as the very first tiebreaker, not goal difference. Head-to-head. Why does this matter? It matters because it changes the value of every single goal. It means that if we finish the group stage tied on points with Masry, CAF will not look at how many goals we put past Zesco. They won't care if we beat Zesco 5-0 or 10-0. They will look exclusively at the 2 matches played between Kaizer Chiefs and Masry. This rule makes the game against Masry on February 8th not just a match, but a mathematical lever. If they beat us, or even if we draw in a specific way, they hold the tiebreaker over us. If we end up on the same points, they go through and we go home. The head-to-head rule is the sword hanging over our heads. We cannot rely on thrashing the small teams to save our goal difference. We have to beat our rivals directly. We have to look them in the eye and take the points from their hands. This brings us to the date that will define our destiny. Sunday, February 8th. We are not playing at the FNB Stadium. We are taking this battle north, waving the Peter Mokaba Stadium in Polokwane. And there is a reason for this. Polokwane is not just a venue, it is a fortress. The energy at the Peter Mokaba is different. It is raw, it is intense. The fans in Lilepo don't just watch the game, they participate in it. When the stadium is full, when the heat is rising off that pitch, it becomes a suffocating place for visitors. Masry is coming from Egypt. They are a technical team. They are disciplined, defensive, and structured. They know that a draw is good for them. They have only come to Peter Mokaba to frustrate us. They will slow the game down. They will feign injuries. They will park the bus and try to hit us on the counter-attack. We cannot let them settle. We need the Peter Mokaba to be a cauldron of noise from the first whistle. We need to make them feel the altitude, feel the heat, and feel the pressure of the gold and black. This is our home turf. We dictate the terms. We cannot be polite hosts. We have to make them uncomfortable. So what happens on Sunday? Let's walk through the 3 diverging paths of destiny. Scenario A, the dream. We win. If we take all 3 points, we move to 10 points. Masry stays stuck on 7. We open up a 3-point gap with 1 game to go. But more importantly, we secure the head-to-head advantage. This is the checkmate scenario. If we win this game, we are effectively through. We can breathe. The final game becomes a formality. The pressure evaporates. Scenario B. The danger, the draw. This is the scenario that keeps me awake at night. If the game ends 0-0 or 1-1, we are in serious trouble. Both teams would move to 8 points. We stay deadlocked. But here is the trap. Masry's final game is against Zesco, a team they should beat easily. Our final game is against Zamalek in Cairo. If we draw on Sunday, we are gambling with our lives. We are essentially betting that we can go to Egypt and get a result, or praying that Zesco can do us a favor. Relying on other teams is a loser's strategy. A draw in Polokwane feels like a loss because it takes destiny out of our hands. Scenario C, the nightmare, the loss. I don't even want to speak it, but we must be realists. If Masry beats us at Peter Mokaba, they move to 10 points. We stay on 7. They would be 3 points ahead of us, and they would own the head-to-head record. Even if we won our last game and they lost theirs, they would beat us on the tiebreaker. A loss on Sunday is the end of the road. It is elimination. It is game over. Why am I putting so much emphasis on Sunday? Because of what waits for us on February 15th. Matchday 6. A trip to the Cairo International Stadium to face Zamalek. If you have never been to a football match in Egypt, you cannot understand the hostility. It is a graveyard for South African teams. The lasers in the eyes of the goalkeeper, the relentless noise, the intimidation. Zamalek in Cairo is a different beast to Zamalek anywhere else. We cannot, I repeat, we cannot go to Cairo needing a win to survive. If we board that plane to Egypt still needing points, we are walking into the lion's den covered in stakes. It is a suicide mission. History tells us that getting a result in North Africa is the hardest task in club football. That is why the job must be finished in Polokwane. We need to win on Sunday so that the trip to Cairo is a celebration, a tactical